SEO optimization, like for instance, if I go to art reproduction here and click that, we need to make sure that this page is optimized for art reproduction type of searches. Now, unfortunately, this is an image, so Google doesn't even see that this is art reproduction. And if we look up at the title tag, silkscreen and fine art printing, that's sort of on target, but not really. And this here is now, if we scroll down here, offset lithography, silkscreen printing, digital lithography, it doesn't really match up with art reproduction from a Google standpoint. Google wants to see art reproduction and art sort of throughout this page, and this page is actually confusing Google a bit. It looks like there's a lot of keywords thrown into this page in hopes that some of them would hit. Okay. Last thing I would do: start a news blog. There are probably large projects here that are very interesting, specialty projects that get done. And if I'm a potential buyer, if I go to the home page and I see some news about this fun side of a building or a bus or some creative project that was posted in the news blog, which could be put anywhere really. You can start a news blog in this section here if you want, right in the sidebar below the services. I see two things happen. One is I start to trust the company because I see they're doing cool, creative things right off the bat. I see that they're recent, they're active, and two, Google looks at every news blog post or article that gets written as a separate page. So over time, as you talk about what you're doing in a fun and creative way with your services, Google picks each one of those things up as separate content, and you end up building over time rich content. And if you publish just twice a month, in 6 months you have 12 articles that you've written, 12 brand new pages on your website that Google picks up on. And you might do something on the side of a bus that's pretty cool, and somebody might do a Google search for bus printing New York and land right on the article that you just wrote about this side of a bus project, which was really cool. So if I'm the visitor and I land on that page and I read the article, I say, wow, these guys do cool stuff for the sides of buses. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll give them a call. Last thing on here, I think I lied a little bit. Here's the last thing. Call to action. What do I do when I'm here? Now, requests for quote forms do work, and there are some dotted around here, but there is also there's a shopping cart in here somewhere, which I'm guessing isn't getting a lot of activity because it's not working. Custom quotes, maybe it's there. Let's go there. Well, what I would do is I would have for each service offering, I would have a separate quote form. Now here's a good form, so that when you go to posters and signs, there's a quote form that's targeted towards posters and signs. When I go to billboards, there's a quote form to quote for a billboard on every, and that they are very obvious. So when I go to posters and signs, I get a call out that says, hey, get a quote. Now there's one here. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's way too complicated, and it doesn't work. If I'm looking for size, quantity, let's fill this out. Paper, color, for color, packaging. I got to make a lot of decisions here. Subtotal. I put in my zip code, which is New Hampshire. I calculate shipping, and it's not calculating. Oh, here we go, shipping. Now I have to upload a file. Well, I might not be ready to give a file right away. I'm right in the beginning of the sales process. I really just want a quote, but better yet, forget the complexity of the shopping cart. Just put a nice simple form that starts the conversation and gives you the excuse to call the prospective client. So if I'm looking for a poster quote, I have some nice neat search boxes like you find here in the custom quotes area, and you don't need the street address. Get rid of the stuff you don't really need. You don't really need to know the city or state that they're in, but you do need to know their name, and you want their phone number, you want their email address, and you want to note, give them one box that says need, poster printing need, let them fill that out, and then a comment box, and then submit, and you have started the sales process. So focus for this website, focus on one product area or focus geographically for search engine optimization. You're going to have to rebuild this site, unfortunately, in order for Google to really find the content that's in there. Start a news blog which showcases all the cool and unusual printing projects that are getting done. Optimize the site, and make sure there's a request for quote form on every single product page, and that's specific to that page. And yep, that should do it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed this video, consider having your own website reviewed. We offer a no strings attached video website review, and all you have to do is head on over to Website Reviews. That's website-reviews.net. Fill out your name, your email, and your website address, and we will deliver to you a video which will show you how to build your business.